Okay, so this was the concept related to the balance the chemical equation, right? And now this is very important idea, as you know very well. Initially we have discussed also that elements are represented by the chemical symbol, like these are the symbols: carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen and sodium. And then compound chemical formula, and this one chemical reaction is represented by the chemical equation. This is the chemical equation. Okay, today we have to balance this equation, and then we will move towards the ionic equation, right? So balance the chemical equation. Before balancing the chemical equation, you must know what is chemical equation. It is used to represent the chemical reaction. We use to represent the chemical reaction with the help of the chemical equation. And there are two parts of the chemical equation, you know very well. One is reactant, and second one is product, right? Reactants or products. Reactants react with one another and they will form the product. Okay, then there are types of the chemical equation. There are lots of other types of the chemical equation, but there are two main types of the chemical equation. One is word equation, second one is chemical equation or symbolic equation. Look at this one. This is word equation, right? Like sodium chlorine and sodium chloride. This is word equation. And then these are 2NaCl2 and 2NaCl. This is we can say that is symbolic equation or chemical equation. Okay, now we will move towards the how to balance the chemical equation. These are some important rules. First of all, write the correct formula of the compounds formula, elements symbol, that should be correct, right? Then check the chemical equation. You have to check uh, how many hydrogen, how many carbon, how many nitrogen atoms are there or elements are there. Then you people have to rewrite the chemical equation. Then fourth one is take single or first element and balance it. Start to balance with small number, or you can say that this number which we are placing, that is called coefficient, right? So place that number or coefficient always before the element or compound, right? And then finally we will check the balanced equation. These are the rules. Now look at this example. This is the chemical equation that methane is reacting with oxygen and it will produce, you know, that's main equation, CO2 and H2. This is the first rule that we have uh, written the correct chemical formula of the compound, right? And how we are checking the chemical equation: carbon is 1, hydrogen 4, oxygen 2 on this reactant side, and carbon 1, hydrogen 2, oxygen 3 on the product side. So this is unbalanced chemical equation which uh, you are seeing right now. Okay, then how to balance the chemical equation? Look at here. Take single element and then balance it. Okay, say suppose carbon is 1 and carbon is 1, it's balanced, leave it. Now hydrogen is 4 and hydrogen is here 2, so we will place 2 here. Hydrogen will be 2 to 4. Okay, and then oxygen is 2 here and oxygen is 2 and 2 4. Oxygen is 4 here, so we will write the 2 here, right? So now it is completely balanced chemical equation. And look at this one. Now look at this one. Carbon is 1, hydrogen 4, oxygen also 4, carbon is 1, hydrogen 2 to 4, and oxygen 2 plus 2, 4. Now this is complete balanced chemical equation, right? Okay, and then there is another chemical equation. Look at this one. Hydrogen plus oxygen, it will produce water. Check the chemical equation. Hydrogen 2 oxygen 2, hydrogen 2 and oxygen 1, right? So how you will balance it? Okay, now hydrogen is 2, hydrogen is 2, balance, leave it. Look at here, oxygen is 2 but oxygen is here 1, right? So we will place 2 here. Now oxygen is 2, right? But what will happen? Hydrogen is 4, so write the 2 here. Now it will be balanced. Now you can write that hydrogen is 4 and oxygen is 2, and here also hydrogen is 4 and oxygen is 2. Now the equation is balanced. You can see this one. Okay, this is complete how to write or how to balance the chemical equation. Up to this one, if you have any problem, you can ask. Any problem in balancing the chemical equation? I think it's very easy. We have done in the first term also, in the 10th class also. Any difficulty? No difficulty. Very good. Now we will move towards the ionic equation, which is very, very important. Now look at here. Before we are going to discuss the ionic equation, you must know these key terms. One is molecular equation, complete ionic equation, and spectator ion, yeah, spectator ions, and then net ionic equation. These are four very important terms, right? Now what is the molecular equation? Equation in which the formulas of the compounds are written as though all species existed as molecules or whole units. Simply you can say that the starting equation uh, with the reactants and the products along with the stated symbols, like they are solid in a state or aqueous in a state or gas or liquid in a state. That molecular equation is this one, the starting equation, the chemical equation, the chemical reaction, right? This is the molecular equation, which you will you can say that, right? Simply that will be the chemical equation, right? Then complete ionic equation. As you know that there are some rules regarding the ionic equation which we will discuss, that break the equation into ionic form. So when you break this equation into ionic form, you will get ionic, you can say that, species as well as in solid state also. So this will be the complete ionic equation, an equation that shows dissolved ionic compounds as dissociated free ions, right? And along with the those compounds which are soluble or insoluble, right? This will be the complete ionic equation. Then spectator ions. What do you mean by the spectator ions? As you know that spectator ions are those which do not take part in the chemical reaction and which are being cancelled out and which are same on both sides with respect to state. Their state, charges, mass, each and everything will remain same. Like look at here, nitrate is in aqueous state, and look at here, nitrate is in aqueous state here. Sodium, aqueous state, plus 1 charge, sodium in aqueous state, plus 1 charge, right? So both these, nitrate has also minus 1 charge. Spectator ion is that which is, look at this statement, not directly involved in chemical reaction, and its oxidation number, charge will remain same, state will remain same. Okay, last one. What is the net ionic equation? What we are getting when you are cancelling the uh, spectator ions, finally you will get the net ionic equation without spectator ions. You will cancel out, you will drop, you will remove these spectator ions, and what rest of the equation will be the net ionic equation. This is This is net ionic equation. Okay, so these are the few important ideas before we are going to discuss the ionic equation. Up to this one, if you have any difficulty, you can ask. Turn on your mics. If you have any problem, you can ask. Harim, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Laiba, is it clear? Laiba, is it clear? Turn on your mic. Your answer, I want to listen. Laiba, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Muskan,
Yes, sir.
Rabil, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sheba, is it clear, Sheba? Sheba,
Yes, sir.
okay, good. Now, after that, we will directly discuss the ionic equation. Ionic equation shows the ions take part in chemical reaction. It leaves out the spectator ions, as we discussed right now, that do not take part in the chemical reaction. This is the first important definition regarding ionic equation. Second one, ionic equation is a simplified chemical equation that shows the reaction involving ions in an aqueous equation and in an aqueous solution, right? So now these are four important steps writing an ionic equation. When we write the ionic equation, we must follow these four steps. Number one, which is very important, that write a balanced chemical equation including state symbols, also with respect to both mass and charge. Mass must be balanced and charge also, right? These are very important points. Okay, second step is that write the equation or break the molecular equation into ionic form, which we right now discuss also. Then third step is that cancel out the spectator ions which are same. Last one, without spectator ions, you will get the equation that will be the ionic equation. Done. Okay, then there are two, you can say, that questions in our mind when we discuss these rules or steps. Number one, okay, we cannot break the which we can say that compounds which cannot be ionized. So these are the three important substances which we cannot break into ionic form. Number one, insoluble salt. Insoluble salts will remain insoluble. They will be in solid state. You cannot break them. Look at this one. This is insoluble salt, silver chloride. It is in solid state. So we have not, you can say that, convert it, converted it into ionic form. It is same in solid state, right? So, so ionic uh, insoluble salts cannot be break down into ionic form. Liquids, for example, there may be the in the product side is H2O, water. You will write water same H2O, and then any gas like O2, CO2, NO2, N2, H2, it will remain same. We will not break it into ionic form. Okay. Then second one is that we can break. Then there is another point that we can break into ionic form to which substances which are soluble in water, which are you can say that dissolved into water, and that is the reason they are break down into ionic form, right? So for your help, these are the two tables for the soluble and insoluble salts. As you know, this is a very important table in the salt chapter. All nitrate salts, sodium nitrate, potassium nitrate, calcium nitrate, all nitrate salts are soluble. There is no insoluble salt, right? All must be in aqueous form. Then there is second type, that is carbonate. All carbonates are insoluble, but only three carbonate salts are soluble. One is sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. They are soluble. Rest of other all carbonate are insoluble. Then all chlorides salts are soluble, but these two, silver chloride, lead chloride, and also mercuric chloride, is insoluble. HgCl, mercury chloride. Then last one is sulfate. All sulfate salts are soluble, but these three are insoluble, like barium sulfate, lead sulfate, and the calcium sulfate. They are insoluble. They will remain in the solid state. They will not be ionized. We cannot break them into ionic form. Okay, and this is also another solubility table. Same. Now we will directly move to the ionic equation number one. Write the net ionic equation of the reaction between silver nitrate, silver nitrate, and sodium chloride. Right? Question will be, uh, in the past paper I have taken the examples from the past paper questions. Right? So the question will be in this way. Write the net ionic equation between this silver nitrate and sodium chloride. So look at this one. We will follow the rules. Number one is that write the complete balanced chemical equation we have written along with the state symbols like aqueous, solid, each and everything. Then second rule, as you know that you people have to remember these rules. Second one is that break it into ionic form. Silver, it is in aqueous form complete. Silver aqueous form, charge is +2. Nitrate aqueous form, sodium in aqueous form, chlorine in aqueous form, but we will not, as you know, break it into ionic form. It will remain same because it is insoluble, right? And the sodium and nitrate in ionic form. Then third one, cancel out the spectator ions which are same, which do not take part in the chemical reaction. Nitrate and sodium, they will be cancelled out. They are the spectator ions. Without spectator ions, this will be the net ionic equation. Okay, so now I want to listen your, you can say that, comments or questions related to this topic. If you feel any difficulty, you can ask. Turn your mics, turn on your mics, please. Any question in this, you can say that ionic equation? Okay, one by one, I am asking from you all. Number one, uh, Ali, any difficulty in this equation?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Harim,
No, sir.
Laiba,
Sir, just show that slide again for a while.
yes, this slide.
Yes, this one.
Okay, Laiba, this one is, number one is, what was the rule number one?
Balance the complete equation, writing
Good,
their states as well.
very good. This is the complete balance equation along with their stated symbols, right? Okay, Rabel,
Yes.
you tell the second step. Second step is
Cancel these later ions.
second step. What is the second step? Muskan,
So the second step is to break down the equation into ionic form.
Yes, very good. Well done, Shabash. Second step is that you people have to break this complete balance equation into ionic form, right? And the third, Sheba, you tell what is the third step, third rule?
So charges cut करके like rewrite the equation.
Very good. You can say that in the third step. Well done. Okay, we will cancel out the spectator ions which are same. We will cancel out.
Yeah, and
Right?
then rewrite the equation.
Very good. Finally, we will rewrite the equation but without spectator ions. So without spectator ions, that will be the, you can say that, net ionic equation. Okay, done. Okay, now we will move towards the another example. Okay, this is key point in writing balance net ionic equation. When you write the net balance equation, you must make sure that ionic charge is also balanced. The net ionic charge on each side of the equation should be zero, and therefore we can say that it's balanced. Now look at here. This is silver positive one and chlorine negative one. Positive one and positive one and negative one, they will be cancelled out, and then their overall charge will be zero. Look at here, silver chloride. This is the way, right? So now example number 2, write the net ionic equation of the reaction between lead, which is in solid state, and silver nitrate, right? So this is the equation. First of all, these are the reactants, and then we have to write the balanced chemical equation. Look at this one. If we write unbalanced chemical equation, that will not we can get the correct answer, net ionic equation. So this is complete balance equation. Lead is 1. uh, how I right now, how I told you that how to balance the chemical equation, and then silver is 2, nitrogen is 2. Look at here, nitrogen is 2, and oxygen 236, oxygen 236. So this is complete balance equation. Then we have to break the equation into, we can say that, ionic form. Okay, Muskan, just discuss this equation. Okay, in second step, what we did? Yes,
So we broke down the equation that was written above
good.
and
Into
then
ionic form.
into ionic form. Uh,
Yes,
yes. Since silver nitrate was an aqueous salt, it was broken down into silver and nitrate ions,
good.
and then silver silver
Silver is
reacted
in,
with the nitrate to form no, silver was
that is in,
displaced by the lead,
yes, good.
and then silver was written as a solid,
Good.
and lead nitrate was written as ionic in its ionic form.
Okay, good one. Third step that will be explained by the Ali. Ali, yes, third step. Ali,
Third step.
yes, third one. Third one. This is third one step.
Okay, lead reacts with silver nitrate to form um, lead reacts with silver nitrate to form lead nitrate,
Hmm.
where the nitrate is the spectator ion that will be cancelled, and in the end, silver and lead will remain.
Yes, very good. This will be the net ionic equation. And in the third step, only we will discuss that we have taken this ionic equation and we will find the spectator ion. Nitrate is only the spectator ion, right? So that is the reason we will write the remaining equation, that will be this one, and this is the net ionic equation. Okay, second and third, this one, this is also related to the write the net ionic equation of iron chloride with potassium hydroxide, and this is the ionic equation. Iron chloride and potassium hydroxide, it will produce the potassium, iron will react with this one hydroxide to produce iron hydroxide, and this potassium will react with chlorine to produce the potassium chloride, right? So this is the balanced chemical equation. Break it into ionic form. Iron hydroxide is in solid state, other will be break down into ionic form. And in the third step, we will cancel out the spectator ions. Chlorine, chloride, and the potassium, they are spectator ions. We will cancel them, and finally we will get this ionic equation, right? Okay. Then this is the fourth example. Same. Now the class test. For the class test, note down this equation. Just note down this equation. I will this will be your homework. Just we are concluding this session right now. Just note down these equations. Take out your pen or pencil and note down this equation, and you have to you can say that answer this equation today, and you will WhatsApp this question, this answer. Shabash Sharif, note down this equation. Noted. And this is also the homework. Just take a screenshot of this. This will be the homework. This will be the homework. And look at this one, what you people have to write. Write the balanced molecular equation, then total ionic equation, then finally net ionic equation for this reaction, as I told you right now. These are the questions. Aqueous sodium hydroxide reacts with aqueous copper sulfate to precipitate copper hydroxide. Precipitate copper hydroxide means in the product side, the copper hydroxide will be in solid state. Where there is a this term precipitate means that compound must be in solid state. ओके डन, नोट कर लिया आप लोगों ने? Okay, done. If you have any difficulty, you can ask. Done. If you have any difficulty you can ask. Okay, thank you very much for this class. Okay, thank you very much again, and Allah Hafiz.